everybody? Welcome back to Punch Drunk Nerd, the podcast where three friends, three amigos, three bambinos. Well, you know what we do? We come together and talk about nerd shit. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and with me is
Miguel Sanchez
and Ed Bull.
And every week we talk about the news, we talk about what we're into, we have a special feature discussion, except this week we don't have a feature discussion. We're just going to vibe out this week. So if you tuned in last week and were like, wow, those guys had a lot of great takes, this week's going to be different. So maybe tune in next week for a better episode. Just kidding. It's going to be great. This week we got some news, and we're going to talk about White Lotus, and that's pretty much going to be it for today's episode.
Hell yeah.
All right, Ed, you put this in the chat, right?
I sure did. We have, April Fool's Day. It's the biggest day for news, especially in movies. You don't know what's real, what's not. People are floating a lot of bullshit out there. But one thing for sure, and I checked my sources.
Okay, that's good.
One thing for sure is that they have announced the cast for the upcoming 4-movie event of the Beatles. This is, of course, the same event that was announced a couple of months ago, courtesy of director Sam Mendes, who's directed 1917, American Beauty, Road to Perdition, etc.
And not one James Bond movie was mentioned just now. That's insane.
I'm trying to do him justice. Okay. Skyfall and unfortunately Spectre. But yes, well-established director. And this is his big ambitious project. And there have been casting rumors over the last few months. Some a little bit maybe on the nose, maybe not so much. But today they finally announced it. And what we have are Harris Dickinson as John Lennon.
He's the guy from 1917, right?
No, that's Adam McKay.
Wonderful.
Wow, Louis.
He was one of the guys who was rumored to be.
Okay, so rumored, so I wasn't way off.
Was
this guy in the Nolan film?
Baby Girl.
Okay, well.
He was the Baby Girl guy. Triangle of Sadness.
Oh, the Triangle of Sadness. Thank you. That's what he did. Okay.
Okay. Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney. Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr. And then Joseph Quinn as George Harrison.
Luis, hang on. Before we go any further, hot take moment. Luis, let's hear it. Joseph Quinn.
Nah. I loved him in Stranger Things. I thought he was fantastic. I don't know what it is just about him right now. I'm just like not feeling it.
It's that face.
Feel like these are just like
it's
a bunch
that face
of like,
he makes.
Yeah,
it's
I just feel like this. It's his. I feel like this is just a bunch of like, I don't know. This is too hot. This is too A-star.
Yeah.
This is too obvious. You know what I mean? It's just like Barry Keoghan, Paul Mescal, like.
I think it was like
if you put Pedro Pascal in here, I wouldn't have been surprised. I would have been like, "Oh yeah, of course,"
No, he's gonna be like the manager,
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Joseph Quinn. I mean, I would have preferred Adam McKay. He's a little bit more unique. I feel like as an actor, and Joseph Quinn seems to be in this moment that I'm not on board with right now. He was in Gladiator 2. He's in Fantastic Four,
but he wasn't bad in Gladiator 2.
No, I mean,
he wasn't bad.
It wasn't his fault.
No, exactly. And we haven't seen Fantastic Four yet, Luis. He might be good in that movie.
And I haven't watched him.
You should stand up straight a little bit. You know what I mean? You're a superhero.
No, there's something about that. It's just like, actually, you know what? Life's not perfect.
Yeah. When I think of Flamer, I think of him not being cocky.
We don't say that word anymore, Luis.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, some people were saying like, oh, they should have gone with complete unknowns, like each of them.
That's a Timothée Chalamet movie. That's a different thing.
I mean, what are our general thoughts? Oh, perfect! Thank God.
I will say this: I remembered them saying this months back that this was going to happen. But it was Sarah on our Instagram today being like, wait, is this real? That I was like, wait. Fuck, is this real? I was like, did Ed kind of like either unknowingly or on purpose post like an April Fool's thing? And I fell for it. I was going to be livid. Okay,
I was going to be livid. You know how much time I would have wasted on that, and how stupid that would have been.
Would have been hysterical. Now that's funny. I love that.
And they're just like, oh yeah, let's announce a bunch of fucking casting news or movies that.
And it's like, who is they? Who announced it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It was a beautiful post too. You really made a nice post. So congrats on that.
Well, I'm just glad it was, for something, and I'm not a joke. You
know what? I'm gonna say something right now. No one should be like giving out news today. Like, you fucked up. Like, don't do it. Like,
no,
not even certain people are doing it right now. Like, well, I'm not gonna say his name, but like, some people are waiting till tomorrow to reveal some news. I'm not gonna like.
I shouldn't have to walk on glass.
Get a fucking clue. You know what I mean? It's like, get what's going on in the world. Like, why don't you just wait a fucking day? It's like everyone's on their toes a little bit. Just wait.
Out of all the years,
news day.
This has been kind of the joke of the year, and I understand that. But really, out of all the years, like, I don't need to be fooled today. Like, I don't.
What do you mean? Out of all the COVID was the years that we didn't want to get fooled.
No, what? No, of course. But I'm just saying, in general, like, I can't, my heart and soul and spirit cannot, like, handle
it
bamboozling today,
I like being movies. Yeah, movies. It's nice to be bamboozled a little bit.
I mean, I liked the running gag of, like, everybody was referring to the Avengers Doomsday casting. That was fine. That was a good joke.
Go to IGN.com. IGN, YouTube at IGN.com. I worked on that joke with a few other people. So the Beatles is a 4-film cinematic event directed by Sam Mendes. It's going to be one film for each little Beatle. What do you think about that?
Yep. Coming out over the course of 1 month in 2028.
Okay.
Just know in general to the whole concept of all 4 of those.
I was just like, don't give us facts right now, Ed. He asked us our opinions. What do you think about that? But you came in with a really solid fact, which is they come out in a month's time span. That's important.
That is.
Yes.
You can see all 4 within the same month when they release.
And now, what do you think about that, Ed?
I don't know yet. I like they really have to do something.
I think it's too much.
I think it's too much too, but I think they'll have to do, or at least they're trying to do something unique with it. And if you're going to do it with anybody, it might as well be the Beatles, right? Yeah. Sam Mendes is a fully capable director.
You said he was your favorite?
No, just fully capable. And but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna more will unfold over time. But still 3 years till they do this thing.
What?
Oh my god, you're right.
It's coming out.
Why are we even talking about this right now? That's so dumb.
I respect this.
That's so dumb.
It's not next year. Like we're taking our time with this.
No, look. No offense.
Avatar took forever.
Yeah, but you know what? That other movie came out 2 years ago. Now we're getting the second one ready to go. Okay, he's moving and grooving. It's different. I'm more so just like, imagine in 3 years who's going to be the hot guy that they're like, fuck, we wish we would have got this guy for the Beatles movie. Yeah. You know,
like, 2 of these guys might be canceled by then.
It's Barry Keoghan for sure, and
Joseph Quinn. Fingers crossed.
And it's gonna be. It might be Paul Mescal. You know what I mean? Like, he's the one.
I don't think so.
He's gonna say something, and they're gonna be like, "Whoa!" But it's not gonna be like. It's not gonna be like racially charged. It's gonna be something like. Nah, never mind. He's gonna fuck up somebody. He's gonna be like, actually, Guinness sucks, and then that's what everyone's gonna be like.
He's cancelled in Ireland.
Yeah, and that'll ruin it for the whole tour.
Yeah. Nice callback. I think, people are somewhat taking a chance, and today on a Tuesday, April 1st, when we're recording this, I'm fine with it, I guess.
Yep.
It's daring. Like, no one's done this before, right? No one's done like it sounds crazy and ridiculous, but then when I step back, it's like, you know what? Let them shine for a little bit. Let's see what happens.
Let me ask this. Let me pivot off this to ask this question. Is if you think about those movies that were like, whoa, they took a chance, they did something different. Like, did they really land? I'm going to throw an example out real quick. A big one that Ed has opinions about is the movie Boyhood, right? Now, before Ed gets his opinion out, It was a whole movie where they like filmed it over 10, 20 years or whatever it was. And it was like this little boy growing up into like young adulthood. And so they like filmed it at all those stages in his life, and I think that was like a movie that took a chance and did something different.
Yeah.
But did it land?
Like, who talks about that movie now?
Miguel Sanchez, but go ahead.
No, I agree. Like, I appreciate
our gimmicky gimmicks. Do they really stand the test of time? Is it something that we're going to talk about beyond that year that it comes out?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to stay tuned to Punch Drunk Nerd in April 2028.
Criterion box set now,
but not with Boyhood.
No. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
Wow. This was part of the Sony announcements. Now we're filming super early because it's my fault actually. I have a hectic schedule right now, so we're filming early. There's going to be more CinemaCon news coming out throughout the week. Today, I think, was just the first one. It was Sony. They go out. CinemaCon is like a place for all the studios to go to this convention, and they go to theater holders and like, hey, theaters, these are the movies that are coming out this year. Please be excited about it. And theaters are like, you better bring something good. So today was Sony, April 1st. We'll have more crazy updates from Warner Brothers, Disney, all that stuff. We won't talk about that. We'll probably talk about that later. I'm going to go through a list. Resident Evil. Again, another movie is being made by them. It's like, I feel like it's not a surprise anymore. Clara and the Sun, directed by Taika Waititi, starring Jenna Ortega. Grand Gear, which is directed by Godzilla -1 director Takashi Yamauchi in his English language debut. I'm so sorry if I just crushed that. The Breadwinner, directed by Eric Apple. Jumanji 3, directed by Jay Kasdan. Starship Troopers, directed by Neil Blomkamp. Legend of Zelda, directed by Wes Ball.
Cousin Wes?
Spider-Man Brand New Day. I thought that was a joke, to be honest. I saw that and I was like, haha, what a fucking terrible name. And no, we did it. So
I just want to say, were any of those Spider-Man titles, were any of them good?
No.
I
didn't like any of them.
Was it really kind of just like par for the course? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like a brand new day by doing the same thing we did the last trilogy. It's like going to be a brand new day. Oh, next day. Spider-Man next day. And then Spider-Man's like after day or something.
Day after Friday.
Day after tomorrow.
Doomsday.
Yeah, you fucks. You thought.
Oh, damn.
You thought you were doing something. Y'all thought y'all were cooking. All right. Little of ye faith. You know what I mean?
We got some more 28 years later. 28 years later, The Bone Temple coming out in 2026. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, June 4th. Hey, a day before my birthday. June 4th, 2027. And then I'm scrolling. That's pretty much all.
Sorry, what comes out right before your birthday?
Spider-Man.
Oh, sorry.
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
I did see that they confirmed that Cillian Murphy is going to be in the 28 Days Later movies, but he's not going to be in the first one, and you're going to have to wait a bit, was the quote. And I think the fact that you just said 28 Days Later, what did you say? Bones?
The Bone Temple.
Back to Bones to Bones.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Now tell me what you gonna do, but it ain't nowhere to run. When judgment comes for you, when judgment comes for you.
What?
We said this already, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be in this movie, this 28 Days Later movie. Cillian Murphy is coming off his Oscar win.
He's like
right at the end, and they'll be like, duh!
Cillian Murphy, we have to stop Kang. Is Aaron Taylor Johnson supposed to be in the other 28 Years Later movie?
I don't know. He probably
With
dies.
Any luck, he'll die in this one.
God, Ed, just imagine being excited for something that's not some dreary ass,
I'm excited for that movie.
boring, terrible, trauma-inducing movie. Like, imagine having a laugh. Isn't that what they say?
Wait, hang on. Did you watch that trailer? Does that look like a laugh to you?
No, but just imagine being excited for it, being like, "Oh fuck, I can't wait."
I mean,
what was the last movie you were like, "Oh fuck, I can't wait"? Ed has no emotions other than, with any luck, he'll die.
True. That's so
with any luck, he'll be mortal.
I just like every time I see him pop up in a movie, I'm just like, thank God he wasn't a Beatle. Oh, he was a Beatle once upon a time, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, no, I'm excited for 28 years later, for sure.
You really sold it there. That was good. All right.
One more movie that just got announced, 5:57 on my time, which is like what? It was like 30 minutes before we started recording. Cliff Booth, Brad Pitt's character, Cliff Booth lives, and it's not an April Fool's joke.
No, hang on.
Netflix, David Fincher, and Brad Pitt resurrect Tarantino's script. The one that he said he was going to do with Cliff Booth and Brad Pitt. He was going to be the movie critic. So Quentin Tarantino's next movie supposedly was supposed to be the movie critic. And now he shuffled that away. He's like, I'm not going to do that anymore. Well, Brad Pitt said, hey, can I throw it to David Fincher and see if he wants to do it? And they're planning on doing it. And this is from Deadline. So literally on the headline, it says Cliff Booth lives, and it's no April Fool's joke. Deadline, which is, known for its sources. I'm going to read it right here. Brad Pitt indeed got Tarantino's blessing to show Pitt's Seven director David Fincher the script that focuses on subsequent adventures of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Cliff Booth. And because Fincher is exclusive to Netflix, the movie, if it gets made, will be financed and released by Netflix straight to streaming. Tarantino will be paid a fortune for his words as he readies a play he's written and works on the final film he'll direct. No way Tarantino would helm the final film for a streaming service, but he respects Fincher and Netflix, and Netflix has been Fincher's domain since House of Cards. That's pretty much it. But that's crazy, right?
Sorry, you're saying so many words I want to jump on, okay?
I think that's it. That's all I need to say.
So first off, you guys know how much I loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Brad Pitt was just phenomenal in that movie. And straight to streaming made me go, no, but then it's like, you're right. David Fincher is really good on Netflix. Like, he makes Netflix give him money, and he also like makes a good quality product. And we've said it time and time again, right?
We all loved Mank. You guys loved Mank and The Killer.
I remember. I think the fact that you were like, no, guys, it's not April Fool's made me really go like,
it's April Fool's.
Fucking April Fool's, right? Because it feels like one. It feels
I feel like
pretty heavy.
Quentin Tarantino is almost way too precious to even consider selling his script off. If he's not going to do it, it's not for anybody. Kind of thing.
I mean, I agree because it feels like kind of a big deal that he decided I'm not going to do this,
Yeah, and it's not bigger news.
Not yet. It just came out. We're going to wait till tomorrow.
It literally just came out.
If they're saying it tomorrow, our time, podcast time, we'll see.
On the 2nd of April. I've got to hear it from QT himself. You know what I mean? Like,
it's pretty crazy.
I tell you what, Luis, if you had said fucking Empire Magazine just released that,
because they double check their facts,
Ed would be like,
I did just check.
It's like the NPR of like movie news. Like anything that Deadline said. Deadline is like the end all be all.
I just listen. I'm not going to believe it until I hear Joe Rogan say it. So
nice one.
It's been a minute since he just wrote something, and then didn't like From Dusk Till Dawn. Well, that was like the last time he wrote something, right? Let's see. And he didn't direct it.
He did True Romance, right?
Yeah, he did True Romance. And he did
Natural Born
Killer. He did the story for that one.
Yeah.
It's very weird. It's weird because he like created this whole world and then it's like being split off into something else. Like you just never would have imagined that they would have done something.
Is this like the Joker 2 for Joaquin? You know what I mean? Like Brad Pitt got that Oscar for this movie, right? He got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's like, so they were like, we got to do it again. And it's like, oh, actually, most people won't like it.
It could, like, knowing Quentin Tarantino, he almost definitely had like a huge running backstory for that character as well.
He wrote a novel for the whole thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's possible. Yeah, Miguel, you have that novel.
I've read it. I think that like my biggest problem with Hateful Eight was it felt like Quentin Tarantino wasn't ready to get out of the world of Django yet. And it was like, let me keep playing in that world. And to me, it just it felt like, oh, you kind of make a lot of things that are different that maybe kind of bleed a little into each other. It just felt like so much like I refuse to let that go. And I wonder if that's going to be the same thing for this movie. It's like he wrote the movie critic because he was just like, I'm not done with the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like 70s Hollywood, you know?
Yeah.
And I
Which
just
the critic was, you know, that's what it was squaring up to be, right? That
Yeah.
kind of just like more playing in that world. And I just feel like maybe, I don't know. But I am kind of excited about David Fincher doing it because obviously he has made great movies. So
I mean, like the cocktail that we're about to get from a David Fincher directed film and a Quentin Tarantino script, that pretty
produced by Brad Pitt.
That's pretty cool. Like, I think I hope it gets some I
like the idea, but again, it just all the elements just don't add up to me.
Right?
It is interesting.
For now, we'll see. Maybe when it comes out, we'll be like, oh fuck, I gotta go see this in theaters. You know? Right.
Well, and you guys remember when like The Hateful Eight started out as a thing and then somebody leaked it? And so he was like, no, it shall not be released. And then he did like script readings.
Yes.
And then it got made anyway. And then I was just thinking, like, Netflix did produce his like extended cuts of it, The Hateful Eight, where they split it up into like 6 episodes or something. You remember that?
Right.
Yep.
I mean, I don't.
So maybe,
I mean, now
like that's the one. That's the one thing, like nagging at me. Like maybe he was just like, yes, I didn't want to go through with the critic, but this is a way to get it out there. I guess get some money off of it too, kind of thing.
Wow. Yeah, 4 episodes.
4 episodes.
Whoa. I might watch this on Netflix like that. Is that bad?
No.
Yes.
I tried.
Okay.
It's not my favorite QT product, you know.
Oh, okay. What's everyone's not favorite QT right now? Go ahead. What's your least favorite QT? Which one?
Probably Hatefully. Yeah. Not to side with Ed on some bullshit, but yeah.
What is that bullshit?
I mean, say Quentin Tarantino, first off, you know, he's got a whole ass name. His mom called him Quentin. You know what I mean?
Quentin.
She wasn't like, hey, look, QT, get over here.
I mean, maybe she did.
She was like, get over here and say the N-word with the hard R. You know? I'd like to imagine she was like, Quentin, come here. Don't say that word.
But he was like, no, mommy, me. I want to watch movies all day.
For some reason, he's in blackface, and you're like, wait, what the heck?
No.
Who gave the...
All right, Cutie. So Cutie's movie will be done by David Fincher. Tune in for that.
Do you guys? Sorry, hang on. Do you guys remember when Comedy Central did back in like 2004 or whatever? They did Lil Bush.
Yeah.
Do
you guys remember that? I would love a show called Cutie, and it's like it's like QOOTIE, like Cutie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just Quentin Tarantino, little baby Quentin Tarantino. It's Quentin Tarantino on a head on a baby body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
like
we got to frame it like this. This picture right here. It's not good. You know what I mean? Like,
I look like George Clooney. You know, like I love it.
All right. Well, that's what's coming soon. That's the news. We have one trailer we're going to look at, and then we're going to do what we're into, and then we're going to wrap this up. The trailer that we're going to talk about is Bring Her Back. Now, if you heard our podcast a couple years ago, one of my favorite movies is Talk to Me. It's a horror movie. And the same directors for that movie is they're directing this movie. So, Ed, you're the one who's actually been floating this around.
Well, yeah, it came out. I was surprised you weren't talking about it more, but you were probably busy.
I was busy.
Yeah. Like you said, it's from Danny and Michael Philippou.
I
don't know.
Philippou.
I might be wrong. Pou.
They're brothers.
Yeah. And yeah, Talk to Me was a wild film. Very disturbing. I wish I had seen it in the theater, but I didn't.
Nah.
But it was that kind of visceral horror film that really just kind of fucks with you. And it
people passed out in that one.
So they did. But yeah, this new one is coming out May 30th, and it stars Sally Hawkins. Being produced by A24, and I'm pulling up the synopsis right now.
A brother and sister uncover a terrifying ritual,
At the secluded home of their new foster mother. Yeah, thank you, Luis.
You're welcome. Yeah, it looks scary as shit. So, I think the thing is too is like they're really good at not just the visuals being like unnerving, but like the sound being unnerving too. Like,
trailer is a lot.
Yeah, trailer is a lot.
But
I almost stopped the trailer, like right when it was like coming. I don't remember the date, but it was like coming soon, whatever that was, and you kind of feel like that's the end of the trailer. I almost clicked away, but I saw the time stamp, and it was like, wait, there's still like 10 more seconds left. What's happening here? And then it was like that creepy like little thing coming towards the camera, and I was like, okay, all right, I didn't like it. That's scary. Ed, is there a Sally Hawkins movie? Like, is there a genre that Sally Hawkins could do that you would be like, I'm not fucking watching this?
A genre? No, I don't think so. Yeah.
That bitch can do anything.
She can do anything. Absolutely anything.
You saw Happy Go Lunky? Lunky?
Happy Go Lunky.
You saw that 17 times in theaters. You said, I'm never going to leave my girl Sally Hawkins in the wind.
Never. Bless her. She left Paddington.
I forgot she was in Godzilla.
Hell yeah, she got stomped on. No! I remembered.
She didn't want us to remember that.
Yes, she did.
I adore her. So the more she's and like doing something like this with these directors hot off of Talk to Me. Who knows? Maybe it could be another Toni Collette in Hereditary or something like that. The caliber.
Love that.
But yeah, looks freaky.
It was scary. That's kind of a terrifying trailer. I didn't like it in the sense of that I was scared. Right?
Yeah. It
made me feel. Yeah.
So it's effective.
Yeah.
All right. We got one last thing to talk about here.
Just one last thing, Luis. You got this, man. Keep it going, baby. You got it.
I don't even want to talk about this at this point. Guys,
neither do we.
No one. I'll just say this. Fuck you. None of you are watching this.
I'm going to watch White Lotus
in 6 years, Luis.
No, in a month.
What's today? April 1st. Okay. Yeah. I want May 1st. I want to see White Lotus season 3 on your queue and done.
Okay.
I'll have it online by then too. How about that?
Well, Ed, I wasn't talking to you, but yeah, that's fine. Ed, you're the Lori of the group for sure. And that's
I didn't like this. But I've got the people at work saying I'm a certain character from Severance. I don't like that. I haven't seen Severance, so I don't know who the fuck they're talking about.
I actually just finished Severance, so I can talk about that.
No. Oh, God.
Because I
want to watch it. Please don't spoil it for me. If you're going to do it, I'll hop off.
What can I say about Severance? I watched it. How about that? I watched it, and then I'll wait till y'all catch up, and then we can have a Severance talk.
Miguel, by May 1st, you have to.
That's fine. Watched. That's on my list, and White Lotus is almost done, so I'm ready to go. I'm just blown away because Daredevil has like 25 episodes coming out, and fucking Luis was like, "I'm not going to watch White Lotus." I am.
Thing.
He really are. It's not, and it's. I like Daredevil. Don't get me wrong, but I just was blown away because White Lotus is going to be 8 episodes. And you were like, well, I have to finish Daredevil first. And I'm like,
I'll tell you what, I've watched both episodes of White Lotus and Severance. And once Daredevil, like the first 15 minutes, I was like, all right, I'm locked in. And then the ones, it took me a while to get into it. So, I mean, I don't know what that means, but I still have more episodes to watch.
I'll tell you this.
But,
the thing that I keep seeing on the internet is a split mix of people being like, this season may be the worst season of White Lotus. And then other people being like, actually, I think it's like the best season of White Lotus. And that's the camp I'm in. And I know that's like whatever. I'm biased, I guess, because I fucking like it, I guess. But it's really good.
Miguel, Wicked lover and White Lotus season 3 lover.
Nah, let me tell you why I like White Lotus so much. Okay, you guys lock in for a second. It's season 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter if you like. I don't give a fuck. Here's why I show up and show out for White Lotus every season it comes out. Is I fucking love messy, rich white people. All right, like let me see some babies, let me see some comeuppance, like and it doesn't have to be murder. It's not always murder, it's sometimes it's just like, yeah, fucking bitch, like, yeah, you kissed your brother, you weirdo, like you don't even know.
Would you be interested in the same thing but for reality TV?
Oh, that's the other thing is I love reality TV. Okay. Kristen and I, we did years of reality TV, and she fell off. And I keep asking her all the time, can we watch it again? Can we get back into it? Can we watch this show? Can we do this show? I could do a whole episode, you guys. In fact, the next time I have a Miguel solo episode, I will rank the reality TV shows that I have watched, and I will hit you with some top tier TV moments that people don't discuss anymore, because we're in this cycle of everything has to be new, everything has to move. We're always talking about something different, but there are some absolutely fantastic reality TV moments that I would love to talk about. Okay. And that's what's great about White Lotus, is I can get it, but it's like a drama, like whatever they call that, like not long form. What's the word I'm trying to say, Luis? It's like a written whatever. The narrative, drama. You know what I mean? But it feels like reality TV, okay? Parker Posey is so good this season. The meme, you guys have all seen the memes of Parker Posey this season. But
just like some of the favorite quotes, I guess.
But she's really good. Lucius Malfoy, why am I blanking on his name?
He shows up?
Jason Isaacs.
He's her husband. And the Ratliffs is
Lucius,
the family name.
I thought you meant the little one.
The boy? No. Jason Isaac. Their characters, there's like 3 core teams of White Lotus this season, and all of them have the potential to be the murderer and the dead person, you know, and you're going to see some crossover.
It seems like this one's going to be a slaughter. Like, it doesn't seem like there's just going to be one. It seems like,
oh man, and they're waiting to. It's so good. And I kind of feel like this moment, like it may not deliver the way they make you think it's going to come, you know? But it is just some really rich character drama. You guys, when am I ever the character, you know what I mean? Like drama guy, you know?
Yeah.
Like what's that called?
The drama head?
No. When it's just like really wordy, heady, character driven drama. There's like a phrase for it. I'm blanking on it because I've been drinking. But it's just like every episode, it's not just like, oh, something big has to happen. It's like the dialogue is so good. And I saw something earlier. I posted on my my Instagram. Hang on one second. Mike White does what Mike White does so brilliantly, is make it so that you as a viewer are actually the one who has a character arc. And this person goes like, why am I actually out here rooting for Saxon? And that's a funny bit, but it's also like, yeah, like you start the season feeling all these feelings about these characters, and by the end of it, it's like, I feel like I've gone through this entire journey, and he has such great dialogue that makes you feel so uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's like so fucking delicious. Like I've got these like little fucking smirks on my face the entire time. I'm like, yeah, comeuppance, you know?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good, you guys. And I'm only talking about it now because you guys aren't watching it. And Ed was like, I didn't like season 2, so I'm not really like interested. Luis was like, I watched the first episode. I hear it's bad.
But
and
what have we said every single time?
What's that?
We are going to watch it.
I know.
The season finale comes out this Sunday, right?
Is it this Sunday?
Yeah, this upcoming Sunday. And I've been waiting.
I'm probably going to watch it sooner than May 1st. You know,
I've been waiting on Severance because season 1 was the thing about I heard about Severance. Season 1 was it ended, and then it was like a couple of years before season 2, and now season 2 is basically done. The finale came out already, or no?
Yeah, season 2. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well now that that's out, I can finally just binge it all the way through.
That's why I watched Severance first, is because it was out, and so I was like, okay, let me just finish it. And
yeah. And I also want to watch The Studio. There's a lot of TV shows that I want to watch right now. The Studio
is fantastic.
I know. You really sold it. And not only you sold it, and actually, you know what sucks? Is I take you guys' opinion seriously and I listen to you guys. But when you guys say, you guys should really watch this show, and then the internet is also like, Miguel, you should really watch this show. I'm like, okay, that's 2 sources right there. Okay. That's 2 trusted sources. Luis and Ed, number 1, and the internet, the whole of the internet, number 2, is telling me I should watch a show.
I've been praising Apple TV because, like I said, they got Studio, they got Severance, and they also have Dope Thief, which I'm going to keep talking about. Like,
you did say that was Horses. I've heard nothing but good things.
I've heard good things about that one too,
and that show's kind of my cup of tea. Get some Gary Oldman up in it.
Ed did suggest a show that has been kind of on my radar since he said it, because the internet also has, and this is one of those rare moments where Ed and the internet aligned.
Ripley?
But Adolescence on Netflix. I have been thinking about. Sorry.
Sadly, people aren't talking about Ripley anymore. But no, Adolescence is really good. It's 4 episodes. It's just 4 episodes.
Yeah. Ed was like, it's Broadchurch vibes, and I was like, fucking say less.
It made me want to go back and rewatch Broadchurch,
which I did last year, and it's really good.
I know. It's it's so good. It's just like I just want to savor it and dive into it. I'm going to try and get Sarah to watch it with me.
Watch it as a parent. That's good. And you have a son now. You fuck.
That's the thing. And maybe that's what gives adolescence the edge for me, because the parents really go through it, like all the feelings. Like the final episode really focuses on the family in the aftermath of all of that and what they're still going through and how they're handling the trial and everything, and just what they've had to accept about their son in the recent months. It's rough. I mean, yeah, it's heavy duty. So
it's crazy that it's like a coming of age, like coming out of the closet, like young teen drama. Like that's insane. That the family would be so hateful at the end, and that you would be on their side like that, Ed. That's so fucking wild.
I don't think that's what I said, though.
Is that what adolescence is about? Oh, it's about a murder, like a child murder.
Are you trying to compare it to the White Lotus?
I'm trying to get another messy white boy on this shit. All right, let's go.
It'll happen, Miguel. Don't worry.
We should do more 30-minute episodes. Honestly,
I think that's it. I think we did it today.
I don't even.
Talking to you guys.
I've had one beer. Like,
go to bed sober tonight.
I know. I did start thinking though. April 1st. We're coming up to something very soon.
Uh-oh.
Luis is going to be like, I can record tomorrow.
It's the fucking belt.
It's the belt. Because guess what, guys? Summer is around the corner, and May 1st is when I believe the summer box office kicks up. So I'm going to start wearing this bad boy more often, because if I lose it, then that's it. That's all we're going to have.
You have to have it cleaned before you send it to the next winner. I don't know what you're getting up to on that belt. You know what I mean?
Ooh, baby.
Boom, baby is exactly my point.
Sarah's like, I told you to take it off.
I can't even see it with that thing on.
But no, what's funny is I thought of a fun thing, and I'm spurring it on the moment right now, and then we'll end the episode. Since this is the prize now.
Yeah, say it.
I thought it would be cool. Like, there are a lot of movies that a lot of us haven't seen. Like, what? You haven't seen that movie? I feel like every couple weeks or so, or month or so, we should do a movie that Miguel hasn't seen, but me and Ed have seen, and then we do a little quick little review about it, kind of like a little movie club of catching each other up on movies we haven't seen. Why are you smiling? Is this like a?
Because I've been trying to crack that nut for the last 20 years since knowing Miguel.
I think it's so funny that you think I'm gonna watch something.
Exactly. Well, I was thinking today, even I wonder if I win this year, what would I pick? And it's always got to be Miguel friendly, because the motherfucker won't watch it.
So true.
It is a thing.
Luis really read me my riot act, so that's fair.
It's a hurdle.
I'm going to try a little bit harder.
We're doing a podcast, so you got to do the work.
See, what's funny is Luis will be like, I'm holding you accountable, and Ed has known me for so long. He's like, it's fine.
It's
Ed has really enabled my behavior.
He's good. 6 beers isn't too many. He's fine.
He's fine.
6 more.
Throw him his keys real quick.
You want to go take a drive?
What an episode, you guys! What an episode! What a episode!
What I thought you were going to say was the thing you want to do, because you're the one that kind of calculates all the points, and you have the belt or whatever.
Yeah,
I was thinking this next the reveal episode, when we reveal who the winner is. While we're recording, all of a sudden there's a knock or ding dong on someone's door, and it's the postman dropping off the belt.
That's cute.
And it's
fun.
Go, hey, run to the door real quick. We'll wait. It's okay.
That's such a good idea, but I'm not going to pay the next day express fees for that.
No, fuck no.
No, we'll pitch in. It'll be a fund. It'll be a.
Oh, okay, a fund. Ooh.
I mean, I sent a passport overnight, and that was $100. I don't know how much a belt is going to cost.
This is at least £5, so it's going to cost more than a passport.
Thank
you guys for listening to the Punch Drunk Nerd. Minecraft comes out this week. You guys will probably watch it, right? Because you got kids. Miguel might watch it. Miguel will see
We're
it.
going. Yeah, we're going.
Yeah,
I told
you're
him we
going.
would.
So tune in next week. We'll do some more punch drunk nerdy stuff. But until then, it's been me, Luis Gonzalez, and with me's been
Miguel Sanchez. You fuck.
God damn it. And until next time, later, Gators.